Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of March. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and get into some messages for you. I'm going to start with my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. This one's the revised edition. So let's take a look and see what it is that you need to know. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading. And take from it, of course, what makes sense for you and release the rest. All right, Sagittarius. What do we need to know here? Beautiful card to start. All right, so that says forever. And the message is, no matter how you look at it, sideways, upside down, backwards, forwards, or everywhere in between, this is how I want us to be. All right, so maybe things have not been going in the direction that you want. Maybe things went sideways. Something might have challenged the partnership, but they still see forever with you. So let's see. What else, please, for Sagittarius? Let's grab another card here. Beautiful. We have declaration, and I love how the tattoo says, I love you. Fear, shyness, apprehension, hesitation, uncertainty, rejection, anxiety. It stops us from saying it, but it's always so nice to hear it from the one who matters most to your heart. So that could have been part of the issue for some of you guys, that they weren't very expressive with their love for you. Bottom of the deck, we do have lost and found. You have always been my guiding light when I was worried, sad, overwhelmed, uncertain, scared, anxious. So there's something tied into anxiety for this person. Depressed, confused. You were always there to help me find my way through this maze called life. I'd be lost without you, and I'm forever grateful that my path led me to you. So regardless of how life might have turned out for you and this person, Sagittarius, they will always be very grateful to have connected with you in this lifetime. I feel, even if you guys might be in separation at this point in time or going through some challenges, they're telling you through this reading, at least through this opening message, that they will always love you no matter what. And maybe you will always have love for them. So let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. We'll go ahead and pull from my yummy tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Maybe right now they are feeling lost and feeling quite anxious because of what's happening between the two of you. We have the Five of Wands. Look at that energy. We do see the keyword of disagreements right there. So there's some sort of conflict that is arising here. For some of you, maybe it was infidelity, because this can represent some sort of rivalry going on. Either you guys were at odds with one another, or there could have been some sort of competitive issue that came in, like someone else was vying for your attention or someone else was vying for your person's attention. Let's see. Maybe you guys were just not seeing eye to eye. We've got the World card coming through. I feel, just based off of how this is presenting itself, if you guys are broken up, if you're in separation, whatever happened, that's a chapter, that's a done deal. It's a thing of the past, you know? But if for some reason it's still affecting how things are between the two of you. Let's see what else. Look at these energies, guys. First of all, fives can be a difficult energy in tarot. So loss and despair, we're seeing the disagreements with the Five of Wands. 55 could also be a number that's significant for some of you guys. So they're having a rough time. You know, they're not in a good place, perhaps. Feeling lost, feeling disappointed, perhaps. Look at that. We have the Lovers. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini specifically. So this affects them tremendously to this day because they still care for you. They still love you. We do see that here. Part of the energy of the lovers could also be the fact that they still feel so drawn to you, the chemistry, the attraction. Maybe they feel like nobody has ever even come close to what you represented to them, you know, that you guys really had this very special connection. Sometimes, however, the lovers can represent a third party. So if that's what was happening and that ultimately broke you guys up, they're now in a place where they really do feel lost without you. Ace of Cups. They want to start again. They want to be able to open up a new cycle between the two of you. It depends, of course, on how you are experiencing this, because for some of you guys, maybe because this person disappointed you and maybe broke your heart, even though you might still care for them and love them, maybe there's just too much water under the bridge at this point and you're just focusing on finding love. Maybe you already have. Look at that. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, this is a good energy. This is a beautiful energy, actually. Good luck, good karma, a new cycle, making way for old cycles to phase out. You combine that with the World card where cycles have completed. So I'm really feeling more of a new energy that's coming in for you, Sagittarius, regardless of what happened between you and this person. Look at the next card, guys. We've got the Temperance, which of course is your own Sagittarius energy. So this affects you very, I can't think of the word. I was going to say very something, but then tremendously is the word that's coming to mind. Very intensely. And that doesn't even come close to what I was trying to say, but this is something that is really affecting you in your heart space, in your life. It's got something to do with this person who still loves you. And I have a feeling it's affecting you in that way because you love them as well. But it hasn't been a smooth road. It hasn't been an easy road for the two of you. So whatever's going on, it could also require patience on your part. And maybe Sagittarius season is when all of this will make sense for you. And then you've got the Chariot. You could also be dealing with Cancer. So if you feel stuck, let's just say where there's not a whole lot of progress in regard to this situation, Sagittarius, just know that eventually things are going to move because, of course, the Chariot represents that movement. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune as well, Ace of Cups, lots of really good energies, but you have to get past some of the more challenging ones as well. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Three of Wands. So maybe there's just a part of you that's ready to focus on what the future has in store rather than something painful that the past might have represented. Okay, so let's see what else we can find out here. All right, let's grab from a different deck. See what else we can learn. So I'll be pulling from this deck. This is a Pining Rose. Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. What else do we need to know here? We have letters. That could represent, of course, correspondence, emails, texts, whatever it is. It could even be a voice message. It's just a form of communication, I feel. Maybe they're really wanting to reach out to you. And maybe right now, that form of communication, it's in the 3D. I mean, in the 5D. Wanting it to be in the 3D. Look at this. They're thinking of you for sure. And then we have yearning. So no doubt this person is focused on you. You're very much a part of their mind. They still have so much love for you. We do see that. But they're just having a bit of a rough time, I feel, as far as how to figure out how to fix things, figure out how to reconnect with you maybe in the 3D. So let's go ahead and see what else we can find out with some tarot messages. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot. What else do we need to know? They still love you. They are thinking about you. Look at this. We've got the 10 of Cups. The card after that is the 4 of Wands. I mean, this is intense, their feelings for you. If you guys were not married, a part of their thoughts, it's drawn towards that type of way of thinking, you know, where they wish that they could experience this type of happiness with you. This could also be a twin flame connection for some of you. You know, it really depends on your own interpretation. Maybe you feel like it's more of a soulmate vibe, because we do see that from the Lovers card, but we also have the twin flame reference coming through there. This can represent future marriage. This can represent reunions for some of you, and it can represent the love that they simply have for you. This is the next card, so no doubt they are struggling. This could have been somebody that you blocked out of your life. Maybe you ghosted them. Maybe you told them, you know, I don't want to see you anymore. We're done. Move on. But they are struggling not having you in their life. We also have the 4 of Cups. So they're also feeling this melancholy type vibe that I'm getting, because they're feeling like it's too late. Like they really missed the chance to be with you. Look at that. They're brokenhearted. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was a love triangle here, but for some of you guys, maybe that was the case and why you ended up breaking up, because sometimes the Lovers card can represent that third party, that love triangle element. So there's something that needs to heal here for sure. Here's our 5 of Cups. Okay, so those 5s are popping up for a reason, guys. So remember, you ended up getting the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups again. Okay, so loss and despair, disappointment. This is all a part of what they're going through right now, and they're really having a rough time of it. So if they didn't care as much, if they didn't have this intense yearning for you, I don't feel it would bother them as much, but it does, because the love is still there. Those feelings are still there. Let's see what else here. Eight of Wands. They definitely want things to move, but as we saw earlier, so remember, the Chariot represents that movement. This represents fast movement. So in a way, that's what they're wanting, but this card reels them back in. That Temperance card, again, picking up off of your own Sagittarius energy. So you're basically calling the shots here, Sag, you know, as far as the speed that things are going to go. They might want to come in fast and furious, but you're basically saying, we're going to take our time. So that might be an energy that they are even picking up from you, even from a distance, even in the 5D. You know, they want to do something about this, but maybe they're also feeling like that would just not be a good idea. You know, but possibly around Sagittarius season, your own season, is when something could culminate here between you and this person that'll give you the answers that you need, or at least to be able to present you with a situation where you can finally come to terms with what you want to do with this scenario, you know, especially if you feel like you haven't had closure with this person. But I feel that there is necessary time that's needed in order to heal this broken heart, either on your end, their end, or it could be a mutual thing. All right, so patience is key here. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. Hopefully there's something in the messages that resonate for you. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.